KIF1A.org is a foundation that my wife and I started in 2016 after our daughter Susanna was diagnosed with a rare neurological condition caused by a mutation in her KIF1A gene. And so when we started that foundation, we knew of maybe 25 or 30 other families in the world who were affected by this disorder. And when we heard that there was no available cure or treatment, we said, well, how do we go about identifying one? How do we go about fixing that? And how do we go about addressing the problem? And then the answer was, you got to find 100 kids. You got to find a way to have an idea of how the disease is, start collecting longitudinal data so we can see the progression of the disease, so we can get a clinical picture of the disease. And so we said, okay, well, we started the foundation and we set out to find more people. And once we did find more people, we started understanding that, these rare diseases, and it's KIF1A, but so many other rare neurological genetic diseases shouldn't be called rare. They're just drastically underdiagnosed diseases. Because if we go out and we advocate for families to get the proper diagnostic, the proper tests, the proper genetic tests, and seek out the proper care and information, then people are going to understand how to build that community, right? And so that's, I think, the responsibility of a foundation, the responsibility of advocacy within various companies. So now we have our foundation located, right now we have 245 families. So that's about 2 years after we started, went from 25 to 245, and we're increasing exponentially. So it's a community of growing numbers. And with that growth comes an understanding of the disease, not just for the patients and the families, but for the scientific community too. And we're able to take that model as, well, geez, hey, if we are collecting longitudinal data like this and our natural history study can be helpful for industry in some way, that could be the next standard of what foundations really can do to accelerate things, is to tee it up for industry and to truly work together and understand that, the patients and the foundations, and we have a responsibility too.